Having a lady in your life shouldn't be the focal point of it. Women aren't concerned about your difficulties. At the finish line, they loiter and select the winners. You will be a free man when you understand this about women. This coaching client, who I've known for more than 6 months, is a very successful man. He has also a significant net worth and is an experienced man who earns between $2 and $3 million annually. I'll read it to you so you can understand what he says when he asks, what do you do when you know that 95% of women will only use you because of who you are? He is referring to the level of honesty in a relationship. Here is how I interpret it. What should you do if someone is only using you for your connections? If I were in that circumstance, I would try to learn where they wanted the relationship to go. If they insisted on using my connections rather than who I am, that would raise a red flag for me, and I would probably end the relationship even if it started off well. Instead of trying to live in a utopia, this video is basically about giving up and accepting the way things are in the world we live in. To get some vitamin D, I come outside early in the morning. If I stayed here all day, I won't tan well, so I got burned to a crisp. You can see that my arms are a nice shade of red, but the reality of my situation is that they eventually turn brown. She thought about arguing with him because she wanted to know what happened with a woman but didn't want to push him away. But since he's already decided about their partnership, she couldn't force him to continue talking if he didn't want to. His term was final and she nodded. I suppose, and I think we should end this here. She will now have to wait. One of the things guys struggles with is accepting the reality of women and who and what they are. Which is not a bad thing when you know a woman for what they are, you can move forward in logical, concise steps and make the right decisions. I know you're trying, but what do you think is going on? I'll learn to ask again. Can't you say anything? When you accept it, when you surrender to it, and you realize that women don't love you the way you want them to love you, we as men want women to love us the way we thought women should love us. Over time, the sexual marketplace will become more hostile. All women will keep you around as long as you're useful, and that's the grim and cold hard truth. But some people can take that. Some people have a very hard time swallowing that jagged little pill. Now, I want to mention an elderly man who is 40 or older, and they begin to fear when a job falls from above and hits them on the head. This guy's divorce is over. He's paid a settlement and has no more obligations there. His kids are almost adults, so he's paying for college now. But when you get to that age, you need to make sure that you don't live in a way that the state will see as marriage if you live in a common law area. I would listen to my lawyer's best advice, which might be to not take the chance. There are some crazy women out there, and 1 in 5 of them are thought to have borderline personality disorder, making them dangerous to be around. If one of these women falsely accuses you of domestic violence, you could end up in jail and lose your money and assets. If your wife claims to have been assaulted, but her narrative is untrue, you could be arrested for domestic violence. Women are disproportionately awarded custody after divorce, which might cause issues, so it's crucial to know these important facts about where you reside. If you don't believe her, she can call the police and have you arrested. There are many wealthy men who have acquired wealth and made money in the world. There is no reason why you shouldn't pay a lawyer for an hour or 2 of their time to learn how family law is applied to women in your area. And then, just follow those rules, even if it means never living with a woman again. However, I'm not saying that to you or your ex-girlfriend. What I'm trying to say is that there are plenty of wealthy men who have amassed wealth and access, so there isn't any need for them. Why would my father want a lawyer in the first place? There are a lot of reasons, and it's really difficult to understand what his motivation is behind this. So that's it for today. That concludes today's video. I hope you find it entertaining. Please like, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for our next video.